This is one that I use typically.
Okay.
It's a Doctra Arc. It does look a little different.
Yeah.
That is a modification.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't come stock like that.
Okay.
Normally it comes with the 2 prongs.
Yeah, that's how mine is. The 2
Yeah.
prongs.
I like these better. Their wings, especially because he has relatively like
The fur.
thick fur and is like a lot of fur. And so as he gets bigger, and like during certain times of the year, obviously, like when it's colder, he's gonna have even more fur. And this helps with contact.
Okay.
And it's also more comfortable for the dog.
Okay.
Because instead of just having like 2 prongs jammed, it's like, oh, there's like more surface, and so it's not like 2 prongs like. It's more like.
Honestly, I probably put it on him once and just never used it because I felt like it wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, it wasn't doing anything. Yeah.
And well, he still responded well to me training him without it.
Yeah. And that's typical. And so like as an example, it's very easy to, like, he's a young dog. He's also, to be honest, relatively happy. You know, he's like super happy. He likes me. He likes everybody he sees. Like he likes everyone, right? And so he's not especially nervous. He's just normal nervous. Like any like person has certain things that are they're like, whoa. And so same thing with dogs. But he's not like a super. He's not skittish. And so he's his normal puppy things are like, he's like, oh, what the heck is that? He's never seen it before.
He just doesn't like being by himself.
Yeah, he doesn't always like that. But it's very easy to train a dog like that to say sit, right?
Yeah.
Or like do all kinds of different things.
The thing. I was able to get him to do like all the like the basic stuff like touch, sit, bed, which is his crate.
Yeah.
Calm, all those things. But I had a hard time more when he was like overstimulated. And
that's the real thing. So it's like, okay, so like what is this even for? To be very honest, the vast majority of it's for proofing. So it's one thing to be like, all right, I'm in my backyard or I'm in my living room. And some people don't even get this far, but a lot of times you got a dog like him, it's like, hey, yeah, like he wants to come to you anyway. You have something he wants, whether it be like just to hang out or like jump on you, like make contact or like get a treat or whatever it is. And so, yeah, he'll come, right? A whole different can of worms when there's something he wants more in the environment where he's like, what about that over there? I want to go see that. And then you're like, no, come. And then he's like, nah, I'm going to go look at that now. That's way more interesting. That's where something like this comes in. Where you can, through repetitions, make it where he goes, I want to go look at that. And then you're like, hey, come. And he's like, 1 second, I'll come to you, right? Because you have both lots of positive experiences with him where he wants to come see you, right? But also obligation where he's like, I have to go see her, right? Because then it's called avoidance training, right? It's pressure. And so that doesn't mean that, and I posted a little while back, there's a scientific study that came out about it, that it's not making them do now everything they're doing out of fear of, say, like the e-collar or you yelling at them or it's like something bad happening to them, right? Just generally whatever it might be. It doesn't work that way neurologically. So that just because like sometimes people have that fear, like, does that mean they're listening to me because they're scared of me? And it's like, no.
I had a friend who was just like, oh, you need to call you. I'm like, I don't feel like he needs it. He's listening to me. And like, honestly, if I had more time, I feel like we would have been fine because there was times where I would get him on the trail and I would get him to stop barking at the dog. Just kind of doing the reinforcement with the treats and like getting him to focus more on me and what I was saying. But it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't have the time in terms of like before family members come visit, and I want him to be like used to like not jumping on people and all that. So I wanted to like get it done quicker. Kind of thing.
Yeah. And then like what I'll basically do is I'll go over the basics of like how dog training works, and some of the things you probably already know how to do, why they work, and how you can do more with it than you might think you can. And that will lead you to be able to maintain everything. So like obviously his training's not done. So he won't listen to everything that I say. But this lesson's more for you than to show him off, if that makes sense.
It does.
I know, exactly. Well, yeah, and then you get to see him. Yeah, and then you're like, okay, he's fine, he's happy, and he's doing good. Yeah. You get a Rocky hug, you know. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, and he will play ball with me a little bit of tug. Although, to be honest, in most locations, he's more interested in the environment than he is in anything else. He does not care about treats or toys nearly as much as he cares about sniffing, so that's what I use.
Yeah.
So it's you
wait,
use.
how do you use sniffing?
Exactly.
Okay.
We're gonna go over all that. Yeah, because that's actually my favorite. My two favorite techniques for training are. This is basically all the training I do is one of these three things. Either in the home context, and in the home context, it's just like we're training like we're in a house.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, I just put a couch in there today.
Okay.
So like some of the rooms you saw.
Yeah. Like, even when we would go around my property,
yeah.
I would let him walk off the leash with me, and he doesn't go anywhere. He doesn't run away. Even when my niece took him in their neighborhood, they dropped the leash. He didn't run away or anything like. So he's like pretty good.
Yeah, and and a lot of that he likes you guys.
Yeah.
he likes people, and so he wants to stay with you guys. But then it's like, okay, if there's a big enough distraction. Yeah, and especially as he gets older and gets more comfortable running further away.
But I would say
you get more problems.
Before he left, that's when he started trying to wander into my neighbor's yard. He never did that before.
Yeah, because like when they're little puppies, a lot of times they don't go anywhere. Yeah. But then they get older and they're like, I want to go check stuff out. Actually, like I feel like I would be fine probably. Like nothing would happen to me. I'm gonna go check that stuff out. And then you call them and they're like, yeah, I'm checking stuff out. Bye. You know. So it's like that's kind of like one of the things you should expect. Yeah. And so that's why it's a good reason to get training done during that, like the run up to that time period.
Something like that 5 to 8 months.
You can avoid it entirely. You can avoid those problems because probably most of our clients are people with a dog that's a year, 2 years old.
Oh, no.
And they're just problems already. There's already issues.
I wanted to make sure Rocky was like on it. One of my friends has a dog that's extremely well behaved, and I was like, I want Rocky to be like that. And so I'm like, after this, my plan is even to have him do like the guard dog training.
Oh yeah, that would be sick.
Like, after the year. Yeah. So I'm like,
yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. No, well, that's one of my favorite types of training. I love doing that. Yeah, Christian's definitely Christian's favorite thing to do.
Like, I want him to be like on it.
On it. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, and so like that's the first one. The second kind of training that we do is I just take them on walks. That's why you'll see a ton of our videos is just me taking dogs on walks.
That's what we do a lot of.
Just on walks. And then the walks, the way it works is use negative reinforcement to teach things. Because like I could very quickly teach you something as an example with negative reinforcement. I have some videos on our YouTube of me doing it with some of the trainers that I was teaching. I taught a course a little while back, and like I'll use the e-collar and I'll teach them different things with the e-collar. And they figure it out pretty quickly. They're like, if you're clear, they're like, whoa, you know, like, and like it works quickly. And you can't like have a rational conversation with a dog. Like, because I could also just like tell them, but that's not an option with a dog. Yeah, you have to use other means. So the way it works is it's called NEPOPO, right? Negative, positive, positive. Okay. And so like all it means is that you start with negative reinforcement, which just means you put a little bit of pressure, and the pressure goes away when they do the thing that you asked. So say he's over there, I ask him to recall, he doesn't recall, because he's interested in something, which is something I look for. I don't want him to recall every time because then I can't train him. I need him to like get distracted enough to not come back, right? Because that's the whole point of proofing it. And then once I get that, then it's like, okay, he didn't respond. And so then I tap on the e-collar, tap, tap. And he's like, whoa. And then I'm like, come. And then I should guide him with the leash a little bit before he knew it. Now I just tap it. And then he comes back to me. Okay. So the pressure went away. That's obviously very good. That's relieving, right? And then once he's finished it, he's come to me. He's kind of looking at me like, all right. And then I go, okay. And then he goes, woohoo! Because he knows okay means I get to go do whatever I want. And so then he goes and either goes back to what he was doing, or he goes and sniffs other stuff, or whatever's around. That's what he likes the most. So that's how you use like sniffing, bushes. The environment is more rewarding in like 99% of cases. And then I don't feel like a bank transaction. Because the treats, it feels like I'm a banker and I'm just like a food dispenser. That's why I don't like it that much. I use it every once in a while strategically with certain dogs that like say like they don't want to do a down. And I'm kind of like, because a lot of times I'll just use the collar and just kind of like pop, 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 pop until they go into the down, and then they find it and I'm like, okay, and then we play. Right? But if that doesn't work, which some dogs have weird responses, like I had a dog bite the heck out of me one time. Really? Yeah, recently in the past few weeks. Just depends on the dog, right? Or some dogs, I've had a dog kind of freeze up and I'm like, okay, this isn't going to work. That's not productive, right? He needs to feel differently about this scenario. So I did lure one of them with a treat. And because I'll try the lure with the treat, but a lot of times they don't want to do it, or it doesn't stick. So like I'll lure them with the treat and then I'll say down, and lure them with the treat down and lure them with the treat, and then you say down and they just look at you. She was like, what the fudge? You know?
I was trying to teach him down. It wasn't sticking.
Yeah.
I did get him to do like leave it, but like down was not working. Anytime I said down anything, like it was always just like sit.
Yeah. So all I did to teach him down was just like pop, 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 pop on the collar, okay. and he like I think the video got put up on YouTube or somewhere.
They sent me a bunch of them. At once, so I was like,
yeah.
I need to, like,
and he like tried and was like he was trying to figure it out, but he was like. He sounded like, you know, he's really vocal.
Talks a lot,
so, and as I always like will say in the video, I'm like, okay, it might sound like I'm torturing this dog. This is a flat collar. Mm-hmm. He's totally fine. I'm not using the e-collar. There's nothing going on. I'm like, watch. And he's like, and I'm like, dude, everything's cool. You know, like, it's all good. But then like once he figured it out and got in the down, as soon as he like gets into that position, okay, and then we play for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Right?
So that's the reward. Okay.
And I do that a few times, and then all of a sudden, I say down, and he's like, oh.
Okay.
Right? So it happens like super quick, right? But I'll get him out for you. Hey, Bupple. I'll just put this on first. Yeah, hi, buddy. Oh, yeah. He does the classic, the shepherd. Is he mixed with anything?
Lab.
Lab? Okay. Somebody asked me the other day, like, is he just a straight shepherd, or is he mixed?
The other day, but he wasn't there.
Aww.
So he's gonna come back. The guy who the yard work he got Rocky for me.
Yeah.
And his brother came. Aww. His brother's more brown, and his ears flat.
Aww.
Similar.
Yeah. Hey, Rocky. All right, let's go, bud. Come on. Go say hi. And he might jump and stuff. I just let them be excited as they want. He hasn't seen you in 2 weeks, so I don't ask for good behavior now. I don't really care.
Yes. Yes. I was worried you're gonna be so big when I saw you.
Yeah, he's grown a little bit because I know that because today I went to put another.
You're more
he actually grew out of the collar I had been using. I'd been using a small.
Be careful, you choke yourself up.
And now I'm using a medium. He's a goof. Oh, did he just wrap himself?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get Flexi hate for this.
Okay.
They're gonna hate me for they're gonna be like, see, that's why you shouldn't use Flexis.
This? That's what that's called?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's technically a retractable leash, but
yeah. So
the brand is Flexi.
Yours is way longer than mine. I'm like, I need to get a longer one.
Yeah. So I have 3 different Flexis.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one that I use all the time. It's a 26 foot.
Okay.
And then I have another one that is a 16 footer that I use for certain dogs or certain like situations. And then I have a 33 foot.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Okay.
It's the Pro model Flexi.
Well, what I typically do is if there's nobody, I'll let him run around in the field.
Yeah.
Without a leash, but it's just when it's people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming too.
That's a good job. Yeah, but I love Flexis. Big advocate for them. Lots of hate. We get like lots of hateful comments for them, but.
Really?
Oh yeah. We do.
Why wouldn't people like? I guess people who are more afraid of dogs.
Well, they think that they are dangerous and cause bad behavior.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, it's actually like kind of one of the coolest things that was ever invented. It's a leash that can be a different length at a different time. It's kind of dope.
Rocky, calm down.
Yeah, but the main reason that I use it is that it allows for release to freedom, but also for me to keep them close to me if I need to. Right? Because then I can ask him to down and have the leash short, and then I can say, okay, and he can run 26 feet away from me and be in the bushes.
Yeah.
Can't do that with
the other thing.
The regular leash.
Especially because you have to keep him on a leash. So.
Yeah. He's a good boy. Yeah, he loves hugs.
Yes.
Yeah, he shouldn't be too stinky right now because he doesn't get super dirty.
Yeah, no, he's typically.
There was one time when we were in the car and he pooped in the crate.
Really?
I don't really know why. He basically never poops in the crate, but he's also not in a crate, so he's only ever in the crate in a car.
Do you know if his stomach, because at one point his bowels were really loose, like, has it gotten better?
There were
they were saying it's probably because of the
there's been a few days that he was with us, but it was when he was first with us, that he had like a few loose stools.
He was still in transition.
That's what I figure, because it's still food transition, and just like anytime they go to a new location to stay, they'll get it. We have that in our FAQ because it's like, yeah, there might have some, and then when he comes back, he might have it again, like some loose stool for a few days, just to transition back home. But that's almost every dog that we get. They have diarrhea for a day or two, and then it goes away. But since then, no. I mean, like his poop was normal today.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything. Yeah, and there was one day that he sneezed a few times,
Oh, he has allergies.
Okay, that's what I figured. We've had a few dogs here and there. We've had like maybe 2 or 3 that have like sneezed a little bit. I think it's pollen and just allergies to the environment and stuff.
He does.
Because we have a lot of trees and stuff.
They did do something. They put something in his nose, so maybe it's about time he has to go back or something.
Yeah, I don't know, but he hasn't done it since then, so I haven't seen him sneeze at all. So he's been totally fine. He's a good boy. He's good. Yeah, but he's growing.
Yes.
I know
he's more black.
Cleans his bowl out every time.
Yeah, he does. That's why
he kills his bowl.
Yeah. So
yeah.
That and the treats. If I had given too many treats, I'll offset it because it's like they'll be big.
Yeah. It's a good boy. So do you know anything about? I made a post actually recently about. You're like, yeah, you made a lot of posts. I made a post recently about they're called the 4 quadrants of operant learning. Did you see that one?
No.
Okay. So we'll send it over to you. If we don't, just remind us.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, it's very useful.
In psychology?
Yeah.
I have a degree in psychology. Like, I feel like
hey, well, all the stuff that carries over. Do you know stuff about like Skinnerian conditioning and like B.F. Skinner and Ivan Pavlov?
It's been a long time since I looked at it.
Okay. Yeah. So like that stuff's useful for dog training. A lot of the different like even like the cognitive model can be useful for dog training.
Really?
All the different models can be kind of placed onto dog training. They apply slightly differently in certain cases, obviously, because we're not the same being, not the same kind of organism. But there's a lot of similarities, and so there's a lot of overlap. So you can use a lot of the things as long as they don't require certain kinds of advanced rational capacity or language. The language is the biggest barrier between us and dogs. But a lot of the other reasons that they do what they do are similar. I just am careful not to put certain kinds of motives that I don't have access to on them, like jealousy or things like that. I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
How can I make that judgment? Like, I have no idea what their internal state is in that way. But yeah, those 4 quadrants are negative reinforcement, positive reinforcement, negative punishment, positive punishment.
Yeah.
In simple terms, positive reinforcement is adding a benefit of some kind. And it encourages them to do the behavior that got them the benefit again, right? The benefit could be tons of different kinds of things. And this is where a lot of people don't fully grok the whole idea with dogs, because in your mind, what's the first thing that pops up when you think of positive reinforcement? Something that's treats. That's everybody, right?
Yeah.
Does it work? Oh yeah. Of course, yeah. But there's also obviously affection, praise, play, overcoming challenge.
Yeah.
That's another one. I've never had anybody be like, oh, overcoming challenge. Like they'd never told me that.
I thought about that.
Yeah.
For the dog.
Overcoming challenge is a big one.
What's your praise? Because I realized.
Good job, buddy. Yeah, man. Oh, you're so good. That's a good boy. Just like that. That's it.
He would just say,
yeah.
Like, yes, baby.
Yeah, he gets so pumped.
Yeah.
And then there's obviously like secondary ones. So a secondary one is one you condition. So a secondary one might be any word that you want. The one that I use all the time is okay.
Okay, so that's perfect.
Yeah, so if I go, Rocky, come. Good boy. Rocky, sit. Sit. Good. Okay. Go boy, go. Good job, right? Then that's it, right? So okay is his release marker, but he also likes hearing it, right? Because it means, oh, I'm free, right? Or, oh, we're going to play, we're going to do something nice, right? Or I'm about to get a bunch of praise. It's just a signal that he's, 1, released, and 2, he gets freedom and probably something nice from me, right? So positive reinforcers is a huge long list. Another one is just the environment or freedom or anything that they like. Well, if they get access to that thing by doing what you asked, it reinforces them doing the behavior you asked, right? So it's ABC, antecedent, behavior, and then consequence, right?
A quick question. I think you said back there that he's only really in a crate in the car. So he's not sleeping in a crate?
No.
Okay.
Should he be?
Well, I'm fine. So the reason I haven't slept in a crate is because I don't trust him to not use the bathroom in the house every night. I see. But if he's doing that and not doing it, then I'm fine.
Yeah. He stays in a 10 by 10 kennel.
Ah, okay.
A 10 by 10 welded wire kennel.
But he hasn't been using the bathroom enough.
He uses the bathroom in it every once in a while.
Okay.
But
he does have a crate at home, and that's what.
Yeah. No, and he does fine in the crate when he's in the crate.
Yeah.
Like I said, there was that one time, I don't know if his stomach was bothering him or something, but
Probably.
But since then, I mean, like in the car, he doesn't.
Right.
He doesn't do it at all.
Never went to the bathroom in my car or anything like
No.
Yeah.
Well, because he's never in there more than like, I think the longest I've ever had him in there was like 45 minutes because we went to a different park that was further away or something like that. Okay, yeah. So it's like he's not normally in there for very long anyway. And then let's see what else. Right. So there's all kinds of different positive reinforcers. And then the negative reinforcement. Negative reinforcement is really straightforward. One of the easy illustrations is when you go to get in a car.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't put your seatbelt on, you drive away. What happens? In most modern vehicles, ding, 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 and right, and it's annoying.
Yes.
And so what do you do?
Put it on.
You put the seatbelt on, it goes away.
Yeah.
Right. So they could have tried an alternative.
Yeah.
It'd just be way more expensive, right? Yeah. So they could put like a machine in there that if you put your seatbelt on and you drive for a certain distance, it spits out $1, right? And you probably put your seatbelt on, right? And that would be a positive reinforcement solution. It would also be very expensive for them. So instead, they use a negative reinforcement solution, which is, hey, you can't turn off that beeping until you put your seatbelt on.
And so for the dog, I know you have a collar, but is there something else you use also for the negative reinforcement?
Right. So negative reinforcement, we typically use a variety of things, and it's all individualized to the dog, right? Okay. So the only things that I've ever used with Rocky, and that I mean, this is really actually all the ones we use with basically any dog, are, you see he has a flat collar on. So we can use the leash in the flat collar. Okay. So like as an example, if I wanted him to down, this would be an example. Rocky, down. And if he doesn't do it right away, down, down, down,
Oh, you tugged the collar. Okay.
Down, Okay. Good boy, right? And he, once he got into the position, it was gone, right?
Yeah.
So I actually do a lot of teaching.
Okay.
I used to use a prong collar, and I'm not against prong collars. I don't think there's anything wrong with them. But I recently started using the flat collar and knee collar because there's a trainer that I listen to. There's two of them. One's named Dylan Jones. The other one's J-Jack. And the more I was looking into it, obviously they're not against like the prong collar either. But once they figured out that they can kind of do everything, and there's a step you can skip because you have to fade off of the prong collar if you want to get them back onto a flat collar. Okay. But you can skip that step entirely if you just use the flat collar and the e-collar. And so I just started doing that. Okay. Because anything that you can teach with a prong collar, if you're skilled, you can do it with a flat collar and an e-collar. Right? So flat collar is one. You just like little tugs. Another one's the e-collar, obviously. You can use that. For him, the most potent one's actually social pressure. Okay. Probably for him. Social pressure is very simple. There's different kinds of it. There's spatial pressure as an example. Like if I did this, I feel uncomfortable. Yeah, right? Like, ew, dude, so get away from me, bro.
So
right?
That works on him?
Oh, yeah. So if I go, Rocky, hey, Rocky, hey. Okay. You saw he suppressed a little bit, and then he just like did something to kind of appease me and sat. Okay, buddy, come on. I didn't mean it. You didn't do nothing. He's like, what did I do, man? Right? But yeah, so spatial pressure, it works. Okay. Just like when I move into your space, like if I move into your bubble, you're like, dude, like ooh, bro, yeah. Like ew, right? Actually, there was one time we were doing this with a couple. My wife was here with me, and like at the same time, like I was starting to talk about it, and she did it to the wife, and I did it to the husband, and they both laughed. They were like, what the heck was that? It's a demonstration, right? Yeah. So that works really well.
And he's getting to the point where he walks good. And when I say walk good, I mean like the whole like zigzagging thing. Is that gonna stop?
So that's a good question. All right. So that is kind of a preference for you about how you want to walk him, right? Now, I like to think of the leash as a prop. Okay, leash is a prop. So steering happens with my voice. So like instead of with the leash, because like right now,
I was using the leash.
Right, you're like leash this way, leash that way, and you're just like he's all in the way, right? And so and so say like I'm walking, all right, cool. We're walking, and he goes over there. That's fine. Well, if I want to change directions or maneuver him, Rocky, let's go. Come on, let's go, bud. right? And then you can just keep him on a particular side.
Okay.
Come on.
And just shorten it when you feel him about to cross over.
Yeah, and just shorten it when you feel like he's about to cross over. Come on. Good boy. Or if he does cross over this way, right? Then I could just say, Rocky, let's go. Come on. And cross him back over that way.
Okay.
Right? That's one of the reasons I like Flexi, because you just give him, he can do this.
Yeah.
Instead of him being right here, like, oh my God, I want to go over there.
With the big thing. So I would take Flexis only if we weren't going someplace highly populated. So like if we're going to like Shelly Lake or something, usually I would put him on a leash that he can only go but so far, because you know most people are freaked out even though he's not that big yet.
Yeah.
So I would like pull him closer to me with the leash.
So you can use a Flexi for anything you want. It's up to you. Leave it. And I didn't use the color there.
Oh, that's what
yeah, I just said Rocky, No. Good boy. Rocky, down. 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 So that's one thing I'm working on with his down. He likes to move towards me still instead of downing where I told him to.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of working on that a little bit right now. His down is good otherwise. I haven't done as much. You can see there's some in the videos where he's doing a down like while we're out on trail walks and stuff like that, but I haven't done it in. I'm still working through to busier areas.
Okay.
Okay. Good boy. Good job. But yeah, so that's kind of how the zigzagging thing. That's the way I think about it. Is like just take him out on the Flexi.
I'm like people with their dog and they're running. And I'm like, how?
Let's go.
How did you get your dog to just not
cross over? Yeah. So there's kind of a little bit of a trade-off too.
Okay.
So it depends on what you want, how you want your walks to be with your dog, right? So like I prefer this style walk, where
he can explore
and do his thing, and then I like, as an example, one of the other reasons I like Flexis is I don't have to like be like as close as we are right now.
Okay.
When he's like needs to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
I don't have to follow him around.
Yeah.
To use the bathroom, he can just go and use the bathroom over there. Or another nice thing about it is that if I'm saying like talking to you, he can be over there sniffing that, and that's fine. And then if these people come, I can go, Rocky, let's go, come on, let's go. Good boy, and he'll come over to me.
So one of the things I had taught him was that when I was holding a leash, if I stopped, for him to stop.
Right, loose leash walking. Yeah, so loose leash walking.
Stop and sit, like if I did.
Yeah, he does fine with the loose leash walking. If I just walk, the question is really about leash yielding. It's one of the first things we do. So if he feels pressure on the leash, he should come off of it, right? And then we just kind of like pop back if he doesn't, right? Because if he doesn't, then that's a problem, right?
Okay.
So if he goes there, see how he comes off the pressure instead of pulling into it? That's kind of the idea.
Okay.
Good. Come on. And then he will follow the leash pressure if I pull up, even if I don't say sit.
Okay.
He'll sit down. Okay. And so you're teaching them to yield to leash pressure. Because that's one of the main ways to teach a dog is you can, because like think about the e-collar. If you were standing here and you felt an e-collar shock out of nowhere, would you know what to do to get rid of it?
Not at all.
No. So same thing with them. They don't know where to go or what to do, especially if they don't know a command yet.
Got it. Okay.
Right. So then in order to guide them to go somewhere, use the leash.
Got it. Okay.
Right. So it's like, okay, they're over there. If I said, Rocky, come, come, and they come, okay, cool. He doesn't know where to go at first once he's still learning it until he knows with the leash. Right. And then he feels leash, but if he knows leash yielding, then you can maneuver him with the leash without him being like, right.
And I also like, so one thing I've noticed is that he's calmed down. So like in the past, if he was like overstimulated, it's like I would have to pull aggressively or turn around for him to come all the way back.
Yeah.
But he's doing it like better. He's coming around.
That's why I talk like leash is a prop.
Yeah.
Ideally, this thing does almost nothing, because then you can essentially have your dog in prohibited to be off leash areas, but they're almost off leash. Now they know they have a leash on, right? So I still need to do work with him actually off the leash. But if they can, there's something that I like before I take a dog off leash. Actually, I do what's called a flexi test.
Okay.
I take him out on a 26-foot flexi, and if I can make it through a 45-minute walk without locking the flexi ever, then it's like, hey, they're probably, I can probably take the leash off, right? If I know I've proofed them in enough locations, then it's like, hey, I could take the leash off and I know he would listen to me and come back and do everything I ask.
Yeah.
But if I have to use leash pressure to get him to do things, it's like, all right, he still needs training with, right? But then once he's at that stage, then I can just take him out on this, but I'm not using it to do anything. Like if I say, Rocky, hey, Rocky, down, Down. Down. Down.
He keeps doing the leg thing.
So then I'm just going to use a little guidance. Down. Down. Okay. Good boy. Come on. Yeah. Good job, buddy. Yes. You did good. Right? And you saw I was tapping the e-collar?
Mm-hmm. Because it's on your finger.
Yeah, it's on my finger. Yeah, that's the other thing I like about this model. There's two models we have.
Like the one I have like the big old remote.
Yeah. There's different ones we have. We have another one that's a circular remote.
Okay.
They're the Mini Educator by e-collar Technologies. Those are the two I like, this one and that one. And they have a model with a finger button. But that was on, it's on like a 20.
Okay.
So it's nothing, it's not super high. It probably needs to be like slightly higher for him actually in this case, because he's, yeah, you know, looking at stuff. And that's the other thing, don't get stuck on numbers. Numbers mean nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, we're taking up the whole walkway. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, numbers don't mean anything.
Okay.
All that actually matters in any branch of psychology is what's the reaction of the person or of the dog.
So as long as it gets in respond.
As long as they respond, then it makes sense, right?
Got it. Okay.
And then the trick is to then figure out what's the least amount of pressure that I can put
for him to
and still get a response. But least amount of pressure, there's two different things, right? So like as an example, Rocky, he's like, dude, you're making me do a lot of stuff really fast. Because I normally have longer
the walk, yeah.
sections in between.
Okay.
Because that's the other thing. I don't do drills. Like I don't like jam a bunch of training into 10 minutes.
Got it, okay.
I'll do the same amount of training that a lot of times you'll see somebody do in 10 minutes. I'll do it in an hour.
Got it, okay.
So like there might be 5 minutes where I'm like not doing anything. He's just walking around looking at stuff.
Got it, okay.
And then I ask him to do some stuff, right?
Okay. So with the recall.
Yeah.
So the recall, how does that work? So because what I was doing is like I would try to get him to do something 5 times in a row consistently, and then maybe move on to the next. So I probably was drilling him technically because I was recalling anything I had taught him up to a point just to make sure he was still doing it, and then just reiterating it 5 times in a row. Kind of thing. And then maybe like I'll let towards the end of the day try and teach him something new kind of thing.
Right.
But then still compiling it when I was recalling. So is that a bad way?
So like I use the recall kind of naturally throughout the walk.
Got it. Okay.
Right. So like he's doing something. I try to make everything integrated within normal activities. Okay. So we're at the house, I integrate training in the house. We're at the park, we're just going for a walk. I integrate training into the walk. Okay. So like as an example, say he's over there, well he's distracted sniffing something or whatever. Rocky, come. Good boy. Right, and then I'm trying to straighten it out, make sure he stops with me. Good boy. Because recall is different than like the let's go.
Got it.
So for a recall, he comes to me and he's supposed to be here.
Okay. Until
I give him the okay to leave. Okay. And then he can go. But let's go, he can run right by me.
Got it, okay.
Because let's go is just like
basically so you can go for the walk or whatever.
Keep moving with me. Like say like we're walking and he stops to sniff something and I'm like, hey, we're moving along. Okay. Or I change direction. Rocky, let's go. Come on. Let's go. Right? We're just changing direction or something, right? But come, and a lot of times people accidentally, they start using them interchangeably. Yeah. Like I'm walking here and they say, Rocky, come. And then they keep walking. And then it's like, he blows by you. And then it's like, that's not what you want for a recall.
Got it. Okay.
Essentially. Yeah. Because if that's your recall, then when you actually like need him to like get back over here because there's something happening, he goes, okay, and then he comes back and just blows by you and then goes back where you were trying to get him from. So the recall has to be here. The other thing that's important about recall is it needs to be 100% of the time. That he always comes back. He can't think there's an option that I could just run off.
Got it.
Or get away from you. Or even if it's like there's no risk in that scenario, say you're in the house. There's no risk to him not coming back. If he doesn't come back, it's not like life or death.
Got it, yeah.
But it could be like recall. I'm really anal about because it is life or death in certain situations for dogs.
Yeah. Okay.
So, like they always come back. So until I'm confident that they will come back every time, I don't try it without a leash on, because I can make sure they come back with the leash.
I will say like, and this is kind of why I felt like he knew he was about to go to training or something. Because like I would let him run around the street. He would leave from the area. Like it wasn't until so, like, I want to say, like, maybe the day before he's supposed to leave, all of a sudden he wanted to leave the field we were running in because it was, like, a guy outside. In the past, he would just ignore them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and then that's the kind of scenario that, like, that's where learning happens all the time, not just when we're training.
Yeah.
So what does he learn if he runs off and you've called him back and then nothing happens?
Yeah.
And he just comes back when he feels like it. Yeah. He learns that doesn't mean he has to.
Yeah.
It just means you want him to.
Yeah.
And then that's a big problem.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the scenarios where recall is the most important, running towards a road, running towards another dog, running towards people, like even this right here, this isn't a big deal, right? If he was off leash, you would want to be able to recall him if he started going all the way there, right? And so I never let them blow me off.
Yeah.
I always make sure that they come back to me. Rocky, come. Good boy. Good job. Yeah, buddy. That's good. Okay. Right? And then he can go back to do whatever he wants. Right? And you can see, like, the energy that comes from that. He's like, yeah, this is awesome. Like, he's having a good time. And it's very natural. That's the thing that I don't like about the treats as much. It's like, and then you get a dog that, like, is constantly nudging you. Like, looking for a treat.
Yeah.
And like
he had moments though where he would get like that.
Yeah, and it's like I don't always have a treat.
Yeah.
To be frank, like sometimes I just want to go on a walk.
Yeah. Like you don't always get something.
Yeah. Yeah, at least not that.
Yeah.
Like I can make sure he always gets something.
Yeah.
That's not hard, right? Yeah. He can get something. It can be, oh good boy, you did so good, and then okay, and then he runs off. Right? And like for him, that's
honestly it's enough.
More.
Yeah.
So in a lot of cases than the treat is. So I'm not like saying like don't ever use treats, they're terrible. Oh, no, but like I don't think they're as good.
Them, especially
yeah.
As I try to teach them new things.
Yeah. But
so with these sessions, how does this work? Because I know I only get one more. So like am I supposed to like go through doing stuff with him or like how does that work? Because I know I also get homework.
Right. Okay, yeah. So the way it works is this first session is essentially just me explaining a bunch of stuff. Okay. Right? The next session, he'll be further along, and I will have you do stuff with him.
Okay.
Right? So I'll have you practice the stuff.
Like, would he listen to me like he normally would?
Give it a shot.
Rocky, come. Oh, okay. Nah.
That's good. And then just ask him to sit.
Rocky, sit. Sit. Thank you. Rocky, touch.
Oh, yes, good. Try it down.
Rocky, down. Down. Down.
All right, and just tell him if he doesn't do it.
Rocky, down. Down. Good job. And then you did what?
And then just give him an okay.
Okay.
Good boy. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
The okay feels weird. I'm just like,
yay, baby. Yeah. No, okay just makes it where it's like then it's then you can still because then I can praise him.
Got it.
But he's not released yet.
Okay.
Right.
So how do you get him to not jump? Because what I did is I feel like I messed up because I had taught him up.
No, I do that. I actually like to teach them up. So the reason is because it's
so
very.
How did you do it?
It's very simple.
Like this, I was like, I did the tab.
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically the same. Rocky, uppies, uppies, uppies. Come on, good boy. Uppies, come on. Rocky, come here, bud. Rocky, he's so distracted. Yeah. Hey, bud. Hey, man.
And so I also had the clicker and the whistle. Do those help?
So those are the same thing as the okay. They're just markers.
Oh, okay.
They're marker signals.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. I don't use them. I have used them before just to try them out because I was like, let me try them.
Because I would get them like sometimes just like for him to pay his, like a kid's attention kind
of thing. Yeah. Rocky.
I usually do that too, but depending on what you got going on, it's like I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, he doesn't care. Yeah. Right, and that's very informal, so I don't have to like do negative reinforcement to make sure he comes back to me. I use what's called an informal recall very frequently.
Okay.
Where either I can't make them come back in that scenario, and so then I don't try. I just do an informal thing because then if they don't come back to me, I don't poison the recall.
Got it. Okay.
Right, because they don't get a rep of the recall where they didn't have to come back and they don't.
Got it. Okay.
Right, so I'll just be like, hey, Rocky, buddy. Right, that's an informal recall.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so if I said come the first time and he didn't say it because he doesn't hear me or whatever.
If you have some way to obligate it, then just say come and then obligate it if he doesn't come.
Okay.
Right. So if I say Rocky, come, Rocky, come, come, right? And now he's come to me. Great.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
Good boy. So, oh yeah, I don't want to move past the jumping without talking about it. So with the jumping, it's very simple actually.
Okay.
And most of it depends on whether or not, do you care if he jumps on you sometimes?
I don't care if he jumps on me, but I don't want him to just jump on people.
Correct.
Like when they
okay.
walk in my house,
so then, because that's most people.
Yeah.
That's how, I don't care if my dog jumps on me. She's huge.
Like
She's an Anatolian Shepherd. She likes to jump on me. My wife hates it. I just don't care. I think it's fun.
In certain situations, it's
she
like
puts her my whole shoulder.
Yeah. Your paws are dirty, but like.
She puts my entire shoulder in her mouth.
Really? Oh wow.
Yeah.
She's massive, so she's like one of those dogs that look more like a bear.
Like a Kangal. She doesn't look like a bear, but she does have a lot of fur. She's like 115 pounds or something like that. She's a big, and not fat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like, but more like muscles.
Yeah, it's just muscles.
Yeah.
She's a sweet girl. I love her. Her name's Zuri. It means
like the bigger dogs
goodness in Swahili. A lot of times.
Yeah.
It's not fun when they aren't. Yeah. I'm working in the last phase of a behavioral modification.
For a bigger dog?
He bit the hell out of me a few times.
That's the one that bit you?
Yeah. Well, there's
multiple. Okay.
Yeah, I'm working with 4 dogs right now that have bit me. So, 5.
I was worried about him being so like mouthy, but he doesn't like bite me. Like
I don't care about mouthiness.
My niece and nephew are getting on his nerves. Like he doesn't bite. At least he has not.
If you take 2 dogs and you let them play, what do? They bite each other a whole bunch. Yeah. That's it.
I mean, like he hasn't bitten anybody like to hurt them.
No, he's not aggressive. No, he doesn't have any real aggression or anything like that. Yeah. And he doesn't fear bite because he doesn't really get that scared.
His brother's meaner.
Yeah, really? Yeah, but so yeah, with the jumping, it's relatively simple. You teach them a command where they can jump onto you, and if they jump onto you when you didn't ask them to, you just punish it.
Okay.
And very often when people hear me use the word punish it, they go, what does that mean?
Or,
right? Yeah, you can just go, and then just make some kind of social and physical pressure. Okay. Social and physical pressure looks in lots of different ways. Okay. I'll give you some examples of what a physical punishment might look like, right? Okay. A physical punishment could be me popping, and that can be different forces, right? You need to be careful with the collar, specifically a flat collar. Prong collar is actually less dangerous, but flat collar, if you pop him real hard, you can hurt his neck because it only goes to one place instead of tightening around. So don't go haul off and don't do that to a dog. You're gonna hurt their neck, right? Okay. But you can kind of like put a little bit of force behind it and kind of pop, 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 and then they're like, whoa, right? So that's one option. And so it might look like that, right? Maybe like twice as hard as that, which if you had the collar on, you'd be like, that's not like, don't slam your dog, is what I mean, okay?
And he just looked at you like, what did I do?
What did I do? Yeah, he's like, I don't even know what the heck that was for. Yeah, and then like the e-collar can be used for that. Okay. I don't recommend using it for jumping.
Okay.
Because what you'll get is, if they jump on somebody or on you, then they'll be like, I don't want to approach that person again, because they can make the wrong association.
Because they take it as a no.
Yes. Don't go near them. Instead, my favorite way to do with the jumping is to just use like the pop on the collar, and then use a combination of social pressure and a conditioned punisher. A conditioned punisher is it's the word. Okay. Right? Because to him, the reason that works isn't because it makes a different sound. I could make okay, or
the tone.
Yes, I could make that, or no, I could make the tone like woohoo, and it could be a conditioned punisher.
Got it. Okay.
Right.
It's just more about being used to it.
Yeah. If you think about like husbands and wives that are like psychologically abusive or something like that, somebody might say something that sounds perfectly innocent, like, oh, that's good, that's good. But the way, but it's the history. Yeah. It's the reinforcement history that came before that. If every time they've said that, or like, you're such a great wife, he says that out in public, sounds perfectly innocent.
But it's followed by something else. Yeah.
But then every time that he does that out in public, it means he's mad at her, and then he goes home and beats her. Yeah. In her mind, she goes,
like, now,
right? Which is terrible, right? But like, that's how that works. And so it's the thing that reinforces it afterwards. Okay. So if I go, or I go, yes, whatever has followed that historically is what's going to control the behavior.
Got it. Okay.
So if I go, he's going to suppress a little bit, because what's followed like that was like a tap on the e-collar, or a pop on the collar, or some kind of negative reinforcement or positive punishment, right? Okay. And so then that gives that word power. It charges it up.
Got it. Okay.
So with the jumping thing, if he jumps inappropriately, and that's a key word, because it's appropriate if I go up,
Yeah.
It's appropriate for him to jump because I invited him to. If he does it when you don't say that, you go, and then you punish him.
Got it. Okay.
Right? And that social pressure.
I want to stop him before he even goes to jump on them. So I'm thinking probably like no or leave it.
Well, and you can watch him before he's about to do it.
Yeah.
So if he's about to do it, just like that.
Okay.
Right? So he's about to jump,
responds,
and then just kind of like punish him a little bit.
Okay.
And like I said, it doesn't have to be hardcore unless he's really just like, unless it's not working.
Yeah.
Right? And then you have to go a little harder.
If he does jump, I want it to be like, you jump on me or anybody else if they told you to do it. Don't just do it.
Right. Yeah. Right. And so the easiest way to do it is just to like make it where it's always invited.
Got it. Okay.
Right? Even with you. It's just always invited.
Okay.
But you can try to make the distinction, because you can do it, where you can be like, never, it's just harder because then you have to, the hard part about it is that you have to do a lot more repetitions with other people.
Yeah, and that's the thing, I was like,
and you need to have access to them, right?
For me to train him on it. Because right now, like, if it's me, it's just like the same thing with stay. Like, he would stay until I was out of his sight.
Yeah. And so that's another thing, we don't use stay.
Oh, okay.
So all stays are implied. So that will actually make your life a little less annoying, because I hate saying stay.
Got it, okay.
Because you got to say it a bunch of times. Rocky, come. Come. So he's felt the e-collar. Good boy. Because he blew me off the first time.
Oh, okay.
Right? Good boy, good job. Okay. So then I can send him back out because he's interested.
He always wants to play with kids.
Yeah. And so I use stuff like that in the environment. That's why I just take him places, because that is naturally like, ooh, interesting. And there's nothing wrong with him going and looking at it. So then I can recall him. If he doesn't come back to me because he's distracted by that, I can reinforce the recall with the e-collar.
Okay.
And then,
so I should try to use the e-collar when he comes back for the walks and things.
Yeah. Okay. And then the coolest thing about it is then I can positively reinforce him recalling by sending him back to the same thing he wanted to see in the first place.
Got it.
Yeah. But with the stay thing, Rocky, place.
Oh, it's place.
Place. Yeah, we use go home for like crates. Place.
Does it do anything if I change that back to bed when we get to the house?
No.
Cause
not if you reinforce it.
Okay. Yeah. I reinforce it with treats, so I'm gonna try and change it.
Place. Place. And so then he knows to stay.
Oh, okay.
Not by me telling him to stay, but just because anytime I put him in a sit or a down or on place, he's supposed to stay until I say the release word.
Okay.
Right? So then I've done several where just in that home context, I put up a bunch of videos of it.
No, I saw you telling him place. Yeah.
Place. And I've had him stay, the longest I had him stay was about an hour.
Really?
Yeah, he did fine. Like, and then I do tests. So.
Were you in the room or you left and came back?
I did leave and come back once.
Okay.
I went into another room. I also went out and knocked on the door. Because I test the door. I just recently did one where another dog was in the room, and I played with the other dog.
And he stayed.
He got up twice. Okay. Right? But that's the whole point. Yeah. You got to make it harder.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they'll stay where they're at. Yeah. Right? So you're proofing it, or like I took a toy and threw the toy.
I think they want to pet him.
Yeah. Can I pet your dog? Yes, you can, as long as you're fine with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good boy. And so you see he's waiting for that release word. Good boy, say hi. Oh, say hi. That's good, Rocky. He likes to play.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Rocky. You goofball.
I have a dog named Rocco.
Really? Oh. Wow. Good boy, Rocky. Yeah, he's a sweet boy. Yes, good. Yeah, get some pets. Get some loving. He likes to sniff. He'll sniff you. That's how dogs say hello. He's a good boy. Aww. He's a sweet little boy. Is he licking you? Yeah? He likes to lick. How does his tongue feel? They're like, wet? I don't know. Like, good boy, Rocky. Come on. That's good. Good job.
I'm curious when you go running around like that.
Oh yeah, he's very interested.
Yeah.
He's a beautiful dog.
Yeah.
Very handsome.
Yeah, he's a puppy. How old is Rocky now?
He's gonna be 6 months next week.
Yeah, he's just a baby.
What's his name?
Rocky.
Rocky, good name.
He's just a baby. Yeah, he's in training right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing good.
What's he in training to do?
Oh, obedience training.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
To be a dog.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
Yeah, I wanted him to be able to be good in like overstimulating
Yeah.
situations.
Yeah.
For you and starting early.
Yeah, I'm glad she's doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job, buddy. Yes,
Good job, Rocky. Thanks for sharing him with us.
Yeah.
My dog's name is
Have a good night.
Yeah, good job, buddy.
because my mom, his dog
Rocky, come on.
Walker.
Good boy. Good job. Good job. So there's another thing that I can kind of tell you about, like that particular interaction right there.
Yeah.
There's something that I believe in that I think makes a lot of sense, and it's borne out by the literature, right? So there's kind of two different options in dog training when it comes to this. One option is that you kind of preempt everything they might do, and you don't give them options.
Okay.
I don't like that. Instead, I give them choice points.
Got it.
So I let him do the things he's going to do. And then there's consequences to whatever that thing is, right? So as an example, like say he does something that he shouldn't do, like something inappropriate, I'll let him go try to do it.
Okay.
And then I'll make a consequence that makes sense for whatever it is. It could be a good one or a bad one. Because then he has the opportunity to do it, and you get to really see if he does it or not.
Yeah.
Instead of just being stuck, like, oh, okay, who knows if he's going to do the thing or not, right? And then you're always just preventing constantly forever, and you're just managing the dog. No. 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 Okay. Good boy. Good job, buddy. Yeah. Right. And so that's all like a punishment for jumping would look just like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. And so you see, like, you don't have to like
So,
wham,
space thing,
right?
yeah.
But did that look meaningful to him?
Yeah.
It did, right? Because one, it was clear why. He did the thing, it happened right away, right? And then it was clear and contingent on his action, so he can avoid it.
Yeah.
He can never have that happen again if he doesn't jump again.
True.
And then the other thing that I did was I made it last a few seconds.
Yeah.
So a lot of times
Before
that's a
letting him
mistake
go.
people make.
Okay.
They just kind of like will get on them and then immediately go, but you're a good boy, do.
Okay.
And then that just blunts
Confuses
the
it.
whole thing, right? Instead, it's like, oh no, I let him sit in like discomfort for a second. And then I go, okay, and we reconcile and everything's cool. Because then he learns, okay, like, don't do that thing again, but everything's fine,
Yeah.
right? They don't hate me now. Like, they're not like mad at me. I shouldn't be scared of them. Everything's cool, right? And then, like you saw, I did a little bit of pressure with the collar, a tap on the e-collar, and then I just kind of like got on him a little bit by going like, dude, no.
Yeah.
And then he was like, fudge. And then I said, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and then I said, okay, and he ran off, right?
Yeah. I feel like you're also good about keeping your voice more even. I feel like I didn't do that.
Yeah, it's funny because dog training is a lot about like self-mastery as best you can. Like the more in control of yourself you are, the better you can train a dog.
Got it.
Because if you're in control of your like own like emotions and the way that you're feeling about the dog and stuff like that, then it's easier for you to be very clear with the dog. Now, funnily enough, that doesn't mean that you never raise your voice at the dog,
Okay.
right? Because there are times when it's appropriate.
Yeah. Like if he's far away.
Yeah, if he's far away, or if he did something
bad.
really bad, right? Like say he hauled off and tried to bite somebody for the first time or something like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't just go, don't do that,
Yeah.
Rocky. I'd be like, dude,
Yeah.
never do that again, right?
Yeah.
And I'd be right in his face, and I'd pop him a few times and be like, dude, never do that. I'd want to see him kind of go,
Yeah.
and look scared of me and cower for a second.
Yeah.
And then still at the same time, if you're in control, you bring that back down and you go, okay. And then you guys walk off like everything's cool and you pet him and you're like, everything's fine. But I might let that last 5-10 seconds
Okay.
because I want him to go,
You want the same
dang, that
thing.
sucked.
Yeah.
I never want to do that again because that led to that.
Got it. Okay.
That's all. Because then it's like more sufficiently clear. But that's situational. So like for jumping on you, like what?
Yeah. that's
Don't do
not-
that.
yeah.
Like that's crazy. Like
Yeah.
like why are you so mad? Like why are you? Yeah, that's way too aggressive for that. Like that infraction is low.
Now.
Yeah.
You were talking about the preemptive thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you finished your thought though.
Right. Okay. So I try to allow for choice points because
Okay.
then you get, instead of a dog that you have to manage all day, you start to trust that they're making decisions that make sense.
Got it. Okay.
So you can just kind of like let them do their thing, and you can let them, you see like a kid walking by or running by, and you can just like kind of like let them, and they'll make a better choice without you having to manage them. So like management would be, like you've seen me manage him multiple times throughout this walk. Anytime I'm managing the dog I managed him there because I didn't have the right setup for me to like reinforce it very well, because you were kind of like, the leash was in the way and it was kind of a weird thing. But that was a management thing. All I did was just lock the leash.
Okay.
And then he hit the end of the leash and was just kind of like, but did he learn anything about that being an inappropriate action? No. Not really. No, because he was just like, oh, I want to go see that. And then like the leash locked and he was like, oh, and then he like came back over here. But he didn't learn, oh, don't do that.
Got it.
Don't run to jump on a kid. But if I was doing a training solution there, which is what I would typically do, then I would pop it and be like, don't do that, Rocky, right? But I let him try.
Yeah.
If I wanted to just manage it, I would lock the leash and never let him get even like looking at it and going towards it. But funnily enough, that a lot of times builds desire to do that thing because you're holding him back from it.
You get the aggressive pull.
Yeah, and then
I also noticed he's not doing the aggressive pull with you on the walk too, because I had a few times where he would do that with me too.
Yeah, where he pulls real hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
even if I pulled it in, he's still pulling super hard.
The way that we train protection dogs is we shorten the leash up and we bait them to get really amped at something.
Okay.
And they're like, and then we're holding them back a little bit and being like, yeah, and like holding them back, and then they're like, and like people do that to their dogs by accident all the time.
Got it. Okay, so basically.
Because they're holding them back.
Yeah.
And the dog's like, gar, 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 gar.
Yeah.
And they're like, no.
It's literally, he'll just be like.
And then what happens?
Sniffing, walking.
Yeah. And so then, like in this case, the other funny thing is people accidentally negatively reinforce, which is a good, like, makes the behavior more likely to happen again, sniffing and pulling you towards what they want to sniff. Because this is what happens. You're walking. I'll simulate it for you. We're walking together. The leash is locked. We'll imagine he's pulling on it. He's pulling on it, right? And then I get to the thing he wants to sniff. He stops pulling, and what do?
Keep pulling.
I just do this. I'm looking at my phone, and I just stop and let him sniff the thing.
And he's still pulling, though.
Well, now the pressure went away. There's no more pressure on the collar. He got to the thing he wanted by doing what?
In his mind, he pulled you until he got to what he wanted.
And then what happened to the pressure from the pulling?
You let it go.
Okay. So then he's like, how do I get to the thing I want? I pull.
That probably definitely was on my phone.
That's the reason I use that setup. Yeah. It's because, I do it. Everybody does it. You got something to do. Yeah. And, he's like pulling you along, and then he's pulling until he gets to the spot that he wants.
Yeah.
And then what happens? That pressure on the collar goes away, and then he's sniffing the thing he wants. He gets negatively reinforced because the pressure goes away, and he gets that pressure to go away by pulling harder. And then he gets positively reinforced because he gets to sniff the thing he wanted to sniff in the first place.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas if you want to make that not happen, you just punish the pulling. You penalize it, right? So he goes to pull. If he went to pull, which he's not going to do it. Yeah. But I would just go and pop it.
Yeah, I feel like he only really did it. It would probably be like, it was honestly what I found is it was certain places he did it. He didn't even do it consistently. It was certain parts. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah.
And it can depend on like so many different things. Is he tired? Is he amped up? Has he eaten? Maybe? Is there something novel there? Has he ever been to that park? Are there a lot of things happening? It could be all kinds of different things. Has he been fed once today? Twice today?
Okay.
All kinds of things make a difference.
The bikers.
Bikers?
Yeah, like people on bikes. Because I feel like that was one of my problems too for him.
Anything moving is interesting.
Yeah.
Especially the faster it's moving, the more interesting it is. Right? So, you could see with the kid. Yeah. He's interested, but like,
but you stopped him.
I stopped. I can recall him, and it's not a problem. Yeah. He doesn't stay on it if I tell him to do something else. I've also been working on like a heel entry and a little bit on a heel in motion because I separate the two. Okay. So heel entry is when I say heel and he comes and stands next to me.
Okay.
The heel in motion is when we're walking together. And then I've been working a little bit on like a middle.
So the heel in motion, is that what makes him walk with you?
Yeah, then he's walking beside you and he's basically in here. I don't use it except for as needed. The reason is because I don't like the thing where you heel the dog for the entire walk. It's like that defeats the purpose of the walk.
Yeah.
It's like, why do I go on a walk with a dog? Well, because it's fun
Yeah.
for me and him, and he gets to sniff things and do whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
But say that you're walking up to some people.
Yeah.
Put him in a heel. Walk
Got
by
it.
the people, release.
Okay.
No problem.
Because what I was doing is if it was so typically, honestly, I was able to walk and it would still be people and he'd be fine.
Yeah.
Right. Typically, I would have more the issue with just runners, people on bikes, or other dogs.
Yeah.
And even with other dogs, I got to the point where he wouldn't even bark at them unless the dog started barking at him.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
And
that's
so that's something that we're moving more and more into that with because like he still wants to pull towards people a little bit.
Yeah.
And so we're working on it. I'm getting into the stages of like starting to do more proofing with the heel.
Yeah, 'cause
and I'll
mine was
basically
all
just
about-
train him to heel by people
Got it.
instead of
So what
trying
I
to
was
drag
doing,
me
if
towards
it was
them.
like a large crowd, honestly, I would just pull him to the side.
Yeah.
I wasn't even keeping my walking. If it was like too many people, like obnoxious or like a bunch of dogs, I would pull
Right.
him to the side and just
Yeah.
like distract him with treats or something.
Right. And so I don't like ideally you won't have to do that at all.
Okay.
Right? I do that sometimes if the dog really can't handle that moment.
Got it. Okay.
Right? So it just depends on whether or
And
not
he's
at the point where he can
progressing.
handle that
Yeah.
moment and I can start teaching him like no, like that's not an option. And so all I'll do is negatively reinforce whatever command I gave him or punish the thing that he's doing.
Got it.
Because those are separate. Right? They're exact same emotions. Like it could be negative reinforcement or it could be positive punishment, right? What makes the difference? Well, what are you trying to do?
Got it.
Or did you just give him a command and he didn't do it?
Mhm.
You're negatively reinforcing that command, making it more likely to happen again.
Got it. Okay.
Is he just doing the thing and you don't want him to do it?
Mhm.
You're punishing that thing, that action that he's taking, right?
Yeah.
So if I said heel and then he heels for a second, but then he goes over to look at them and I go, and I kind of pop on the collar or tap the e-collar and he comes back into the heel, I reinforce the heel.
Got it. Okay.
But if we're just walking along and I haven't given him any command and he goes to jump on a kid and I go, no, and I pop it with the e-collar and pop the collar, then I punished him doing that thing. And so I made him less likely to do that again.
Got it. Okay.
Right. Rocky, heel, heel.
The bugs.
So he's getting better at the heel.
Yeah.
So ideally for
Okay,
the
so
heel
that
entry, he
makes
comes
sense,
and
because
sits
what
next to
I was
me.
doing,
Yeah.
I wasn't even giving him a command. I would just walk and then stop and train him to stop.
Right.
So what I did is I just basically, first I did is I walked and I said sit, and then if he sat, as soon as he sat, I gave him a treat.
Right.
And then eventually he started doing it without me having to give him a treat.
Yeah. So I like to try to put that kind of stuff on command.
Got it. Okay.
Only because I don't want to have a dog I don't want to create a Velcro dog
Got it.
where they auto heel all day.
Okay. Okay.
Because then it's like I can't say, if I say okay, he's just like,
Okay.
okay, what? Where do I?
Yeah, and if
I'm
he
gonna.
wasn't
I'm
able to
stuck
do the
here.
Velcro dog,
Yeah.